What is up, guys? T-Man back again with another episode of Chase to the Championship. I'm back with the team that I used at Dallas this weekend. I went 6-3, had a decent performance. Got enough for championship points, but I had a rather rough start. I played two friends of mine. I had another close game against another player that I met during the tournament there, but overall, it was a really, really strong weekend, and kind of happy with the performance. Really wish I did better, but in the long run, the team was very, very fun to play, so I'm not going to complain too much about it. We're going to get a rated 1554 player. I believe that's from Florida. His name is Nick, and he'll have a Guzzlord, Arcanine, Gengar, Kartana, Tapu Bulu, and Porygon 2. Alright, so there's a few cool things about this team. One of them I might have to break out depending on this matchup. He does have the Arcanine here, which is a little bit threatening. I have a lot of things to deal with it. Do I need to bring Kartana? I don't believe so. I don't think there's a really strong Kartana matchup. I do believe there's a really strong Salamence matchup, though. I definitely want to bring Salamence. Salamence, Porygon 2, most likely a Rakuen Gigalith. I think that's a very strong four to bring here. Obviously, I'm afraid of the Gengar maybe going for a taunt onto the Porygon 2, stopping me from setting up Trick Room. But I have some tools to kind of remove that sooner. We have Sandstream on Gigalith, of course, so we can, remove the Focus Sash with Sand and then pick up a knockout with something like a Dragon Pulse. We are Choice Spec Salamence, so we are going to be locking into a move here, most likely on turn 1. And depending on what's on the field, I might go for a Draco Meteor if it is the Arcanine. If not, I can probably just go with the just an attack right away. But we are going to see the Tapu Bulu and the Kartana here. So there's definitely some very strong moves coming out from the Kartana based off of the grassy terrain that's going up. And I don't want to be caught off guard. I did get the Intimidate off, so I'm going to be limiting the damage output. What else? Intimidate went first, so it's not Scarf Bulu, which is something I'd be worried about with Kartana Bulu. So I have Hidden Power Poison Salamence, because Bulu is something that's a little bit more annoying to deal with this team. I don't know if I want to lock into HP Poison with Kartana on the field, though. I think I want to just go for a Hidden Power Poison into the top of Bulu and just go for Trick Room. And then I can start pivoting my way out. I could also just go for a Flamethrower, target down the Kartana, make sure I just get my damage output, and then I'm still threatening with Ments. I want to make sure I'm removing the Tapu Bulu, though, so I think that's one of the biggest threats to what I'm facing here. Yes, that will be doing a lot of damage, and I'm very happy that I went for the Hidden Power Poison now, because, yeah, a double up into the Porygon 2 would have definitely knocked me out through the crit there. And we'll get the knockout onto that Tapu Bulu, so that works out. The only unfortunate thing is I can't break the Sash on the Kartana with the Immense, which is why I would have just, stayed in here. And he's going to bring Guzzlord. Okay. So, I think here on turn 2, I just want to switch out into Gigalith, most likely, and just try and go for a return. I think Guzzlord probably does not want to be facing down Gigalith. I can just go for Continental Crush since I am Rockium Z Gigalith. And I just need to start getting damage on the Kartana. I can break its Focus Sash with Rock Slide and then fire off something like an HP, or an Ice Beam or a HP Fire into it. Yeah, he's going to Draco Meteor the Salamence slot. That'll be doing a decent amount of damage. Let's see if he decides to double up, though. So we get the Recover off. Gonna be brought just above half. Leaf Blade will be targeting what? Porygon 2. Okay, good. Alright, so I have two options here. I can go for a Rock Slide and an Ice Beam into the Kartana slot. That will give me the damage that I need to likely pick it up if it is Focus Sash. If it's Assaultfest, I won't pick up a knockout. Guzzlord is not really threatening me that much since it did just Draco Meteor. So I think that's the play I want to go for. The alternative play is to probably double into Guzzlord and go for Continental Crush. But I'm not really threatened by the Guzzlord right now. So I'm just going to go for the Ice Beam. No Protect, so I'm going to be doing 20% to the Kartana, which should be able to pick up the knockout. Oh, it's Snarl Guzzlord. Okay, that's not going to be a knockout anymore. That is definitely a problem. Alright, he's going to go for Leaf Blade, most likely. Oh, but I got the flinch. That's very unfortunate for my opponent. Yeah, Leaf Blade would have picked up a knockout here in terrain, even at -1. But I definitely would have been in a much rougher position. That was pretty rough for my opponent. Then now I can just go for a Continental Crush into the Guzzlord here, and just go for a Ice Beam into Kartana. And there's not much you can really do to stop it. You might want to switch out of Kartana this turn, which definitely wouldn't bother me whatsoever, as long as I get the Continental Crush off onto the Guzzlord. Kartana is going to go for Protect. It looks like the Guzzlord did not Protect, which is good. Yeah, we're going to get the Continental Crush off here, and let's see if this is enough to pick up the knockout off of Stone Edge. You know, we run Stone Edge and Rock Slide on the set, which is not something I always like to do. I don't really like double Rock move that much, but the base power difference is so significant. Off of just Rock Slide, Continental Crush only does 140, where off of Stone Edge it does 180. And that changes calcs pretty significantly, so I suck it up and I run both. But yeah, you could run stuff like Heavy Slam or Wide Guard in that slot if you didn't have to run both of the rock moves, but in the end I think it's probably worth it. Yeah, the third move being Earthquake. The consistent spread damage is good. You hit things like Tapu Koko, so it's a consistent spread move when Rock Slide is not. So I think I'm just gonna actually go ahead and go for a Rock Slide into the Gengar and go for an Ice Beam. Kartana's gonna go for the Protect, does not hit it. And we'll avoid the Rock Slide, doesn't matter really too much though. Yeah, this team is very, very fun. It has the whole floor and ceiling aspect where you have, you know, the Tapu Koko, the Salamence, the Kartana going extremely fast, and you have the very, very slow Trick Room mode in Gigalith and Porygon 2 and Araquanid that can kind of just clean up games depending on, like, that's the whole thing. You bring one mode in the lead, you lead with either the fast mode or the slow mode, and then you can kind of just, like, change pace in certain spots of battle. You don't always have to wait for Trick Room to run out. You can reset your own Trick Room, bring in some of your faster Mons. Either that or you bring Trick Room in the back and win in a very similar manner. Yeah, it's extremely fun. So I'll just bring Immense here, and I'll go for Earthquake and Dragon Pulse, and that'll be game. Yeah, the only thing I don't like about Gigalith is you're relying on your stabs, and both your stabs are things that miss, which is not always the best thing in the world. Rock Slide bails you out of a lot of situations that it also gets you into, though, so it's a trade-off. It's not something I normally like to make, but, you know, you have the Z move there as well, which is one of the reasons I like the Z move so much. Having Continental Crush, let's go for Hidden Power. Is it Hidden Power Ice? Yeah, it is. Oh, man, I love it. But, yeah, Continental Crush not being able to miss is also one of the reasons why I like it as an item so much. You get all the damage output and the defensive capabilities of Gigalith, but then you don't have to miss with Rock Slide and Stone Edge, which I really, really appreciate. So yes, that'll be game one. You might have noticed I mentioned Hidden Power Fire before, and you might be looking at my team and saying, what is Hidden Power Fire, Tommy? Are you a madman? And the answer is absolutely yes, I'm a madman. I was running Hidden Power Fire Spider Araquanid this weekend because I really don't like playing against Kartana. It's one of the best mons in the format, in my opinion. And it is something that can tear through teams if they're not prepared to deal with it. And it's just made a lot of these situations where I wanted to just have Kartana be taken care of very quickly without having to like switch and take a lot of damage in the process, a lot safer. The very key one being Gigalith and Araquanid on the field at the same time as Kartana. Because then I can just go for Rock Slide and HP Fire and not have to worry about it. We're going to see a team of Chansey, Marowak, Jolteon, Muk, Ninetales, and Sandslash. So, this is a really good matchup for Araquanid, Porygon 2, Gigalith. Now, what's the fourth mon I want to bring out of this? Because if I get into Trick Room, I can just start firing away at the Marowak, both the Ice Mons with both Araquanid and Gigalith. They do so much damage. So it's just going to be about getting into Trick Room and just firing off strong attacks with those. I think for that, then I can probably Tapu Koko. I'm a Assault Vest. I can always just Volt Switch out. The only thing I have to worry about a little bit is the Marowak. So I think that's pretty fair. I just want to make sure I stop Aurora Veil from going up, so I probably want to be switching in Gigalith on turn 1 regardless of what he leads or if I think the Marowak is coming in. So I might just go for the hard switch to make sure that I definitely get Sand up. Yeah, depending on what the Chansey starts doing, I probably want to save Continental Crush for that Chansey. I don't want to start minimizing in my face and then not have a way to deal with it. I also don't think Continental Crush will pick up a knockout. I think it's definitely possible, but depending on how bulky the Chansey is, what it starts doing, could be a problem. Alright. So we have Chansey, and we have Ninetales. So I want to Volt Switch in Trick Room. The question is Marowak coming in here? I don't think so. I think it goes for maybe like Minimize and Aurora Veil or something like that. If it comes in on the Ninetales slot, I'm fine with that because I just switch into Araquanid the next turn. Yeah, we're not going to get caught up in the Marowak though, so that's good. So we'll get the Volt Switch onto the Ninetales, break any potential Focus Sashes, and I'll be able to get Gigalith here. So, no Aurora Veil. That was the goal of this turn. Get into Trick Room, no Aurora Veil goes up. And we're in a decent spot, I think. Depends on what the chance decides to go for. He's just going to go for Blizzard. We'll connect with both. And he will freeze the Gigalith. Why not? And Chansey will also go for Blizzard. And let's see if that freezes, since that's Serene Grace. Okay, he missed. That's good. This is okay. We're fine. Everything is okay. Alright. So let's see how much my Gigalith actually loves me. Let's see if I can warm his little heart. I'm gonna switch into Spider. And I'm going to try and go for Rock Slide. Yeah, I want to make sure I'm able to abuse my Trick Room turns fully. And with a Frozen Gigalith on the field, I'm not really going to be doing that with Porygon 2. So, I need to, like, not get frozen here. Alright, Marowak's going to be coming in. Gigalith is still frozen. Lovely. Chance is going to go for Toxic onto the Araquanid, which is fine for the most part. So he might just want to be switching out of Marowak into the Ninetales again so we can keep going for Serene Grace Blizzards, which is not what I want him to be doing. So I think I might want to just like switch out of Gigalith to reset Sand. And I'll go for Liquidation into the Marowak. Since if I'm able to take out the Ninetales. He'll just be firing inaccurate blizzards, which is fine by me. So yes, I get Porygon 2 in here. Gonna get another attack boost, and Marowak's gonna go for Protect. Okay. So Liquidation will also go into Protect. What did he go for? He went for Thunderbolt into his own Lightning Rod. Okay. Interesting plays. It looks like that chance is just going to be going for Serene Grace stuff. So I don't have to worry about Minimize anymore. So as soon as I get Gigalith unthawed, if that ever happens, then might be able to do something with that, but who knows. Let's Toxic the Chansey. I don't want to deal with that either. Yeah, so there goes Marowak. What's coming in? Sandslash. Okay. I should be doing 60, 70. Since I am Mystic Water. Or I can just crit. I guess that makes up for a freeze a little bit. Okay, he avoided. I didn't avoid. That's not nice. Alright, Gigalith. Time to unthaw, buddy. If he switches into Ninetales, I probably just Toxic the Chansey and switch out into Gigalith just to get rid of Hail, because I don't want to deal with that right now. I'd still probably switch even if it brings him Marowak, just because he probably wants to protect this turn. He wants to go for Protect and Thunderbolt, most likely. Or no. Switch in Thunderbolt? What is his play if he brought him Marowak? Since he can't Thunderbolts, he has to switch to Thunderbolt. I guess we're going for Liquidation into the Marowak. And Toxic onto the Chansey. Marowak's gonna protect. What did Chansey go for? Alright, we got the Toxic off. Soft-boiled, okay. Oh, I wish Gigalith was not frozen. Okay. I'm gonna switch into Gigalith. Take a Flare Blitz. Unthaw. Yeah. Go for Trick Room. Most importantly, you're gonna unthaw me. I think that's how it works. I know Scald does. You can side Scald. I don't know if you can Flare Blitz yourself, though. You could also just go for Shadow Bone, which would not be pleasant. I mean, the moral story is I need Marowak to, like, hit me. If he targets down Porygon 2, I'm probably in a bad spot. Which is probably the most likely option. I mean, okay, you Flare Blitz, what do you target? Yeah, you did target Porygon 2. Oh, that's unfortunate. Alright, there's a Blizzard. But he can't freeze me. Sadly. Yeah, I have to bring an Araquanid here. I need to bait the attack into the Araquanid slot. If I bring in Tapu Koko, I really don't get much out of the turn. Alright. Yeah, we'll go for the Continental Crush. Missing Marowak would be GG. Like, if I unthawed and I missed, like, I'd still lose. Because then, like, he might just, like, target down the Araquanid. Because I am frozen. His other play is just to Thunderbolt the Araquanid. And maybe, like, switch. Nah, he has to stay with the Marowak. There's no reason for him to switch out. He's just going to go for Flare Blitz, most likely. Into the Araquanid. And we'll go for Protect. He did switch out Marowak. Okay. Did he go for Thunderbolt too? Did he go for Blizzard? Is he a madman? Oh, he went for Blizzard. Okay. I didn't get the Protect off, which is nice. Okay. Alright, Spider. I feel you. See, I didn't make my move because I'm slowly drifting into depression off of the Gigalith, but apparently my Spider had other plans. Is Chansey knocking himself out? I think it is. Okay, cool. Are both my mons fainting this turn? Absolutely. So what's my win con? I think it's probably along the lines of, like, pray he doesn't Bone Meringue the Tapu Koko that's about to switch in. And then get Gigalith in, have Sand up, and hope he misses Blizzards. I think that's what we're at now. Sure, let's go for it. Is the Double Protect useful or not useful? I'm gonna go down to Poison Plus. Yeah. Let's go for Liquidation. There's no world in which he doesn't just, like, you know, Bone Meringue. Or even just Flare Blitz or Shadow Bone the Tapu Koko and just go for Blizzard. Yeah, there's the Blizzard. That'll take out the Araquanid. Do a little bit to Tapu Koko since I am a Assault Vest, but yeah, whatever he does here with Marowak should take us out. Shadow Bone's probably the only thing that might not, but it probably will. Yeah. So, unfortunate second game. Could not warm our poor little Gigalith, and he stays frozen for the entirety of the game, but these things happen. Yeah, freezing feels like it happens a lot more this format. That's only because there's a lot of Ninetales running around. He was specifically running Serene Grace Chansey, even though Ninetales is the one that froze me. But, you know, that's just the way it is. We'll get over it. Miss Blizzard, Miss Bone Meringue! No! Yeah, good game. That's unfortunate. But yeah, we'll keep playing with the team next time. I've been extremely busy. You know, Dallas was last weekend. I have a mid-season showdown this weekend. The next weekend's Athens Regionals. So after that, I'll really be focusing on pushing out some stuff. Otherwise, I might try and get some other stuff besides Chase the Championship out until then. But mostly, it'll probably just be our good old Battle Spot series. So thank you very much, guys. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and you know, let me know what you guys think about the team, about the channel, what you want me to see, and then otherwise, thank you very much, and I'll see you guys next time.